been a little while since we've gotten to do our Hebrew folk song, Yesh Li Yadayim. Do you remember? It says, I have hands that clap, clap, clap. I have knees that pat, pat, pat. I have feet that stamp, stamp, stamp. Let's make a small circle and wait. And then we have our la 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 section. Well, as you're getting to remember it, if you want to sing along, I hope you'll sing along while you dance too. Listen carefully and make sure you follow the music. Here we go.
יש לי ידיים, תח, תח, תח. יש לי רגליים, הח, הח, הח. יש לי ברכיים, דין, דין, דין. נעשה עיגול קטן ונמתין. לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 ונמתין. יש לי ידיים, תח, תח, תח. יש לי רגליים, הח, הח, הח. יש לי ברכיים, דין, דין, דין. נעשה עיגול קטן ונמתין. לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 לי. היי! לי, 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 ונמתין.
Hey, great job reviewing that song with me and having fun with that dance. I always love that one. Feel free to add your own personal flair anytime we do it. You can rewind it back, do it again, and enjoy having some fun with it. Maybe during the parts where we get to run I have to run in place or else I'll be out of the video. Normally we would get to go around the circle. So you can do whatever you want to help make it more exciting for you. I've got a mystery song for you. See if you can help me figure it out. Let's start by reading the rhythm pattern. Ready, go. Ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, ta, ta. Ta-dee, ta, 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 ta. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta-dee, ta, ta, ta. Do you think you know what it is just from the rhythm? Well, if not, let's check out that melody and see if that helps us out. 1, 2, here we go. So, so, la, 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 so, so, mi. So, 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 la, la. So, so, mi. So, so, la, la. So, so, la. Ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, ta, ta. Did you figure out what it is? If you said 24 robbers, you are right. It was our 24 robbers song. So let's sing our words now and follow along with our melody. Here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. Yeah, that's right. Great job. Well, I'm going to show you how we can use our bow, wow, wow cup pattern along with this song. So grab your cup and be ready. So we learned a bow, wow, wow cup pattern
in our last lesson. So let's review what that pattern is, and then we're actually going to try to use it with a different song. So if you recall, our pattern went down, turn and tap, down, tap the top, right? Let's try that part again. Ready, go. Down, turn, down, up. Good. And then do you remember the next part? We went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, turn, down. Very good, very good. Well, you just helped me figure out our mystery song of 24 robbers. So we're gonna see if we can put this cut pattern with 24 robbers too. Do you think you can do it? So this first time through, I'm gonna sing the song and do the cut pattern with you. You just follow along with the cut pattern. Don't worry about singing the song with me. Now, here's the other challenge. The whole cut pattern happens 2 times through. So once we get to the end, we have to start it all over again to make up the whole song for 24 robbers. So follow along with me, just listen, and see if you can do the cut pattern with me. 1, 2, here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. Did you see how that worked out? It's tricky to start the repeat again because you have to do our first measure 2 times in a row is what it feels like, right? So let's try that again and see if we can get that repeated cut pattern in our song. 1, 2, here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. Here's a repeat. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. Hey, very good. It's getting better, isn't it? Awesome. Let's try it one more time like that. And if you think you can start singing along, feel free. 1, 2, here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. Hey, very nice. All right, a little faster. Let's see how we do. 1, 2, here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. Yeah, good job. That was really, really nice. All right, a little faster. Let's give it a try one more time, just a little faster. You've got it. 1, 2, here we go. Not last night, but the night before. 24 robbers at my door. I got up to let them in. Put them all in the garbage bin. All right, great job. Hey, you've gotten really good at that cut pattern that we made up for Bow Wow Wow. I'm really proud of you. Way to go, way to stick with it and not give up. Awesome job. On to the next part of our lesson.
Let's listen to some different rhythmic patterns and see if we can figure out which one you are hearing. So do you hear the red flower or the blue flower? Listen carefully. Here it is again. Did you hear red or blue? If you said blue, you're correct. Let's say and clap that rhythm together. Ready, go. Ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta. Great job. Here's the next one. Listen carefully. Here it is again. Which one did you hear? Red or blue? Okay, if you said blue again, you are right. Let's say and clap that again together. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Nice job. Here's the next one. Listen carefully. Here it is again. All right, if you said you heard red, you're correct. Good job. Let's say and clap that together. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ta-dee, ta. Good work. All right, here's the next one. Listen carefully. Here it is again. Which one do you think you heard? If you said red, you are correct. Good job. Let's say and clap it together. Ready, go. Ta-dee, 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 ta. Nice work. All right, red or blue, here it is. Here it is again. Which one? Yeah, if you said red, you've got it. Let's say and clap our red pattern together. Ready, go. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta. Very nice job. Here is our next one. Remember, those Z's represent our rests. So when you hear a beat of silence, that's what you're looking for there. All right, listening carefully. Here's our pattern. Here it is again. Which one did you hear? If you said blue, you are right. Let's say and clap our blue pattern together. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta. Good work. Here's the next one. Sounds like this. Here it is again. Good. Let's say and clap that together. Ready, go. Ta, ta-dee. Good job on those rests. All right. All right, here's our next one. Let's listen carefully. Here's our rhythm. Here it is again. Which one did you hear? If you said red, you're right. Let's say and clap our red rhythm together. Ready, go. Ta, ta-dee. Good work. Here is our next one. Sounds like this. Here it is again. All right, which one did you think it was? If you said red, you got it. Good work. Let's say and clap it together. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta, ta. Good job. And our last one, listening carefully, sounds like this. Here it is again. Okay. Let's check it. Which one, red or blue? Yes, it was blue. Let's say and clap our blue rhythm together. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta. Fabulous work. All right, great job listening to those rhythms and deciding which one it was and saying and clapping them with me. Let's learn this song, Old Mr. Rabbit. Will you please help me say and clap the rhythm? 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, 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 ta, ta-dee, 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 ta, ta-dee, 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 ta-dee. Great job. Very nice job helping to say and clap that rhythm pattern along with me. Now, I'm going to help you start to learn the melody by singing the rhythm with you, and you can echo the rhythm with me. So please be my echo. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, your turn, ready, go. Ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. Good, here's our next part. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee, your turn, ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. Good work. Let's put that whole line all together. 1, 2, ready, sing. Ta-ta-dee, ta-ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-ta-dee. Great. Here's our next set of measures. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-ta-dee. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-ta-dee. Good. And then our last two measures go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee. Very nice. So let's try our last line. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee. Awesome. Let's try it from the beginning on our tas and toddies. So now let's learn our song, Be My Echo, and we'll do every two measures. 1, 2, ready, go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've... Good. And now our next two measures go. Got a mighty habit of... Ready, go. Got a mighty habit of... Nice. Let's try that whole first line. Ready, sing. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of... Great. Let's try that one more time. Ready, go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of... Good. And here's our next line. Jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Let's try that line together. Ready, sing. Jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Nice job. Let's try that last line one more time by itself. Ready, go. Jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Fabulous. Let's go back to the beginning and try our whole Mr. Rabbit song. Ready, sing. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Great job. You think you've got it? Let's try that one last time on the words. Ready, sing. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Great work. Now let's see, can you sing the rhythm with me? Try to sing the rhythm syllables. So our tas and our toddies. Are you ready? Here we go. Ta ta dee ta ta dee ta dee ta dee ta ta dee ta dee ta dee ta ta dee ta dee ta dee ta dee. Very good job helping me out with that. In just a moment, we're going to be singing our song, and then in between singing our song, we're going to be creating an A, B, A, B, A pattern. And the B part is going to be our garden-themed or veggie-themed rhythm syllables. So we'll read our rhythm words like cucumber, cabbage, radish, corn, in rhythm like that. And then we'll go back and we'll say our tas and toddies. So can you try that with me on this one? Ready, go. Cucumber, cabbage, radish, corn. Ta, toddy, ta, 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 ta. Beautiful. And then we'll go sing the song again. And then we have another garden-themed rhythm. Let's practice that one. 1, 2, ready, go. Broccoli, red pepper, celery, peas. Toddy, ta, ta, toddy, toddy, ta, ta. Great job. Okay, well, let's try putting those in with our song now. Ready? From the beginning, here we go. Please continue to clap the rhythm along as we sing and as we say our rhythm patterns. 1, 2, here we go. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. 1, 2, here we go. Cucumber, cabbage, radish, corn. Ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Ready, go. Broccoli, red pepper, celery, peas. Ta-dee-ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in the garden and eating all my cabbage. Awesome job. Way to go. All right, next time you're going to get to help compose your own garden-themed or veggie-themed rhythm composition to put in the middle of our song, and we'll learn an ostinato for you to play along as we sing the song. Thanks so much for helping me this time, and I can't wait to do it again with you next time.
Good morning, boys and girls. Today I have a story for you. It has some different characters in it, and one of them we already know. His name is Somi, but he's going to have a brother today, and I'm wondering if you can figure out what his name is. And then I'm going to have some more questions for you after our story. So pay real close attention to it so you have answers for all those questions. I'll see you in a little bit.
Music Stories for Juniors by Stuart Mannins. Number 5, Somi at the Pole. Somi! Somebody was calling from the top of the hill. Somi knew who it was without looking around. It was his big brother Lami, who was 1 year older. He had got out of school later than Somi and had run fast to catch up. Somi! The call was much louder now and came from close by. Got you, said Lami, grabbing his younger brother by the arm. When the two brothers stood side by side, Lami's head was higher than Somi's. Lami had the letters L and M on his school bag. They stood for his name, Lami. Dad had written the L just a little bit higher because Lami was just a little bit taller. They walked along the road until they found an odd-shaped bottle lying in the gutter. Somi thought he saw it move up and down, so he watched closely. The brothers looked in amazement as the bottle began to dance. I think I'm going balmy, said Somi when the bottle stopped moving. Lami pounced on the bottle and slowly pulled out the cork. I am the genie of wishes, said a voice, and out of the bottle came a little creature with sparkling eyes and spiky hair. It sang, Somi, Lami, you're not balmy, I was in a fix. Oh, you have found a way to charm me, I'll show you some tricks. Wow! I wish I could get away from here, said Somi. Name the place, and you're there, replied the genie. You have 3 wishes. Let's go somewhere really exciting. Let's go to the hot, steamy jungle in the middle of the world. So they shut their eyes tight and flew to the hot, steamy jungle in the middle of the world. Mosquitoes dive-bombed them by day, and bats clawed at them during the long, still nights. All the time they were being watched by angry tigers, whose eyes shone in the darkness. Their growling got louder and louder. "It's too hot here. I'm getting scared," said Somi. "All right then," replied Lami. "Let's go to the North Pole." "Why there?" asked the genie. "Because it's a lot colder, and I don't think tigers live in the ice and snow." So they closed their eyes tight and flew to the North Pole. Everywhere they looked there were bare patches. They got colder. Brrr. And colder. Brrr. And colder. Brrr. With chattering teeth, the genie sang, "Somi, Lami, you alarm me. This ain't very nice. Brrr! We get colder and get older sitting on the ice. Brrr!" "I've had enough," said both boys together. So closing their eyes, they wished themselves back on the way home from school. When they opened their eyes, the bottle and the genie had gone. "I can whistle," said Lami. He went, Somi looked up at him with wide eyes and made a strange huffy sound with his lips. He wished he could whistle more than anything else in the world, so he decided to practice every.
All right, bueno, I hope you enjoyed our story about Somi. And he was on his way home from school, and someone called out to him. Do you remember who it was? It was Lami. Lami was Somi's what? How are they related? You're right. Lami was his brother. And Lami had some things written on his backpack. Do you remember what was written on his backpack? You're right, the L and M parts of his names. So we had La was his first name and Mi was his last name. And when we have our first name and our last name just represented with letters, we call that something. Do you know what that was called? Our initials. You're right. So he had the initials written on his backpack. And normally, when we were writing our initials, we just write them side by side. But their dad did something different. He wrote Lami's initials different than Somi's. Do you remember what was different about it? Yes, the L was written higher than the S was. He wrote it just a little bit higher. There was a reason his dad did that. Do you remember what that reason was? Because he was a little bit taller than Somi. So he wrote the L just a little bit higher to represent that. All right, so Somi and Lami were on their way home from the school, and they saw a bottle that was odd shaped. And when I hear odd, I think in numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Those are our first odd numbers. Do you know what odd might mean in this case? In this case? You're right. It would mean that it was weird shaped. It didn't look usual. It looked unusual. So that's another word for unusual is odd. So sometimes we might hear that word. And then Somi thought he was going barmy when he thought that the bottle was dancing. So what do you think barmy might mean? if you're saying that he thought he was a little crazy, you're right. If I saw a bottle moving on its own, I think I was going crazy too. So we have Somi and Lami, and they thought that they were going crazy because they saw an odd shaped bottle moving on its own. Now, when they opened up the bottle, there was something that came out. What came out of that bottle? Our genie. Yes, the genie came out. So the genie came out and it granted them 3 wishes. But the first wish, they asked to go to a hot, steamy jungle in the middle of the earth. Now, if I was going to the middle of the earth, I might think, oh, I'm going to the core of the earth. Well, the core of the earth would be like 4,000 degrees. So that wouldn't be very good weather for me, I don't think. So I think probably what they were talking about was the equator. And I'll show you on a map here in just a second what the equator or where the equator is. And you'll understand that. So I think they were probably talking about the equator. All right, but so this right here, this red line, that is our equator. And it splits our Earth into 2 halves. So it's an imaginary line that just shows us where the middle of the Earth is. So our story takes it, our author is from England. So that's up in here. And that's why we had that word barmy in there, because that's the word that they use for crazy over there. So it's our American word crazy, but they use barmy over there. So we have barmy, we're in England. And then they said that we wanted to go to the hot, steamy jungle in the middle of the world. So I'm not sure which jungle they're talking about. There's lots of jungles around the equator, though, over here in South America, maybe a few over here in Africa, and then maybe some over the islands. But we're going to have lots of forest over there, or lots of jungles, because of all the humidity that's there. Where the equator is, we have the hot and cold coming together. So we have lots of humidity there. So we have lots of rainforest and jungles and everything else like that along this equator. So that's where they're talking about more than likely, I think. It's a jungle right along this equator line. Not going to the core of the earth where it's 4,000 degrees. That would be way too hot. So anyway, I think that's where they're talking about. I hope you get the rest of the questions right. All right, so now that we're back, I would like to know where the boys went second. Where did they go second? I made a wish. My second wish is to go to the North Pole. Why do you think they went to the North Pole? Because it was much colder there. And when they got there, they saw some bare patches. Does that mean that there were bears right there? They saw some bare patches? No. That would mean like you can see the earth there's an open spot where you can see the earth under it. Kind of like the ground. So when we see the dirt under the grass, because there's no grass there, we have a bare patch of grass. Or if there's nothing on the land, like for building a house, we have a bare patch of land. There was nothing there. So we're seeing the earth. So they saw some bare patches, and they went there because it was much colder. But then they said, this is way too cold. And they wished themselves on their way back home. When that happened, the genie left, disappeared, and then his brother whistled. Lami whistled. And when Lami whistled, Somi enjoyed it a lot, but he couldn't whistle. What was the thing that he wished he could do more than anything in the world? He wished that he could whistle more than anything in the world. You're right. So what did he do to learn how to whistle? He practiced every day. So I hope you enjoyed our story. I'm sure that you got 100 on all those questions, and I will see you later. Bye. Have a great day.